Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys that we want you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, today we're going to follow up with this particular story here. We wanted to do it yesterday, but unfortunately we couldn't. So we want to follow up with this story. Now, what happened? As y'all know, 2 days ago, Kendrick Perkins was on ESPN First Take with JJ Redick. They were on there and they were talking about the NBA, right? Talking about various things. Then they started talking about the Boston Celtics. And really the question was, they were talking about what team has the most to lose or the highest expectations. And Kendrick Perkins' point was that the Boston Celtics are the team with the highest expectations because of their youth and the position that they find themselves in as the team that just came back. They just recently went to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. And he was basically making the point that when he was a former Oklahoma City Thunder, people kept on saying, well, they have time. So there's no rush. And he said, before you know it, everybody's old. In the process of kind of making his argument, he then decided to say something that many viewed as offensive and distasteful about his former teammate in Serge Ibaka. So what we want to do is, for the people that maybe don't remember, give you guys a quick refresher. We want to play Kendrick's comments, and then we're going to come back and tell you what Serge Ibaka had to say in response to that. Take a listen to that there.
Got new ownership. There's plenty of teams, Perk, that have more at stake than the Boston Celtics.
Are you serious, JJ?
Are you serious?
Really serious right now? But because let me explain something to you. Not only did I play in Boston, I also played on a team in Oklahoma City with James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. And guess what? We was a young team that actually went to the NBA Finals. And you know what everybody kept saying? Oh, Kevin Durant is only 23 years of age. Russell Westbrook is only 22. James Harden is 22. Serge Ibaka is 21, although he was probably 30 at the time, because we already know how certain individuals lie about their age, but we're not about to get into that. So everybody kept saying the future is going to be bright. Man, those guys are going to stick together. They're going to come back. We don't know that, JJ. We don't know that. And again, like I just told you before when I started my segment, this duo and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown has had success since Jason Tatum has walked in the front door. They have been to multiple conference finals. They represented the finals last year. So my thing is that we're going to keep saying if they don't complete the mission, oh yeah, they still got time. Stick with it. Oh yeah, they still got time. Keep it going. Sooner or later, something is going to have to give. And what I'm saying is this. When you have a complete team, when you have an aging Al Horford that's playing a vital role for them right now, and you have the opportunity in front of you right now, they are a championship or bust, period. There's no other way around it. You have to complete the mission, JJ. You can't thrive and say that these guys are young and the legacy and all this. No.
So you heard what Kendrick Perkins had to say. Of course, Serge Ibaka caught a whiff of that, and he took to Twitter to respond to Kendrick. He said, hey, Kendrick Perkins, I don't usually react to comments about me, but it's disappointing to hear someone I shared a locker room with spreading misinformation to be relevant and get an audience on TV and social media, Ibaka tweeted. You can talk about my game. If I don't play well, I'll never have a problem with that. But to talk about me for no reason is really unacceptable. It's disrespectful to me, and I feel it's disrespectful to a lot of Africans who have to live with that unfounded accusation. If I was 30 years in Oklahoma, I guess I'm 45 years old now. Ibaka then proceeded to slam Perkins for his behavior whilst the pair played together for the Thunder. The truth is, I never lied about my age, and I work very hard every day without cheating, and I never have been suspended, Ibaka continued. Everybody in the league knows that. You have cheated and didn't respect the game. While I am disappointed, I am not surprised to see these actions from someone who got his job by breaking the locker room code and spreading lies about two of his former teammates and brothers like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. You weren't a locker room leader, and then you kept doing the same thing in the media. Then Kendrick Perkins decided to respond to Serge Ibaka. He said, "It was an effing joke. Stop being so damn sensitive, he posted. It's wrong of me if I offended you. If I made you feel any way, my apologies, my brother. Please don't get me started. Please don't. I'm not going to do it. Please don't. I'm not going to talk about those days in OKC and what you were doing in that locker room. I won't. But you definitely need to stop because you know I know. Keep it up. So that was the exchange there between these two gentlemen. Now, here's what happened after that. When we published that show, we were going through the comments, and I was reading some of the comments, and people were saying, you know, they didn't like what Kendrick Perkins had to say. He's a clown for this. He's this, and this, and this, and this. But I thought that, okay, well, maybe it's just what some of our viewers think that are watching our particular shows. It can't be something that a broader audience feel about what Kendrick Perkins had to say about Serge Ibaka. But then it turns out, while I was combing through the internet yesterday, I came upon an article here on fadeawayworld.net, and it seems like a lot, I mean, when I say a lot of people took to Twitter to basically go off and basically voice their disagreement with the behavior of Kendrick Perkins. One person said, there's a reason why nobody at OKC liked you. Another person said, this dude trying to own anyone is hysterical to me. Go to bed, Kendrick. Another person said, joking about prejudice stereotypes isn't funny nor threatening your brother when you're exposed as disingenuous. The irony is you're paid to offer opinions on others who are accused of not being sensitive to how their platform can harm. Another person said, Kendrick, don't cross that line. Don't do it. Big Perk, you started it. And that man didn't say anything about you. This means you really didn't mean your apology. Another person said, your entire career is just about exploiting your tenuous connections to players who were miles better and more important than you. Check your ego and carry the hell on, big fella. Another person said, so ESPN is cool with their employees blackmailing their former staffs for ratings? Is that what I see here? Another person said, you're literally the reason they didn't win a chip in OKC. Another person responded, this ain't correct. This ain't the correct response, Perk. This just ain't it. Your apology was enough. You said sorry if I offended him. Should have left it at that. And finally, one person said, damn, you're up here threatening to pretty much pillow talk. You made a joke about a stereotype that's completely untrue. Own it then. Carry on as you would say. And finally, one person said, that's lame to be insinuating something about this man who you once called a brother. What has happened to you, Big Perk? Is this who you always been, or you just dancing for them folks? So that's what people had to say there on Twitter. It seems like a lot of people didn't like what Kendrick Perkins did, and basically, based on a series of events, you kind of apologized to him and then started going off on him again. I think that was the wrong thing to do. But listen, you know, when you're dealing with people that have big egos, it's very hard for some people to just say, I'm sorry, and leave it at that. And it seems like that's what, that's the case here. But a lot of people decided that they were going to voice their opinion. And they didn't hold back whatsoever. So the question is, what do you think about what people are saying in the larger NBA world out there? And what do you think about what some of these people are saying? And do you think Kendrick Perkins should probably just say, hey, listen, man, I apologize to Serge Ibaka, and just leave it at that? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.